Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Wednesday, June 21st.
I think we're just going to have far too many families who are not comfortable if there is an option ahead of us that is a concealed carry where our staff, our parents, and our students walk around campus not knowing who has a deadly weapon with them. I find that very unsettling.
That's Flagler County School Board member Sally Hunt just before the school board in a 3-2 vote voted against approving a resolution to implement a guardian program in Flagler County schools. The program would have allowed school employees, including teachers, to be armed if they passed a guardian training program provided by the Flagler County Sheriff's Office. School board member Will Furry voted in favor of the guardian program.
We have invested a lot of time, a lot of research into this program. We've had a very great collaboration with the Flagler Sheriff's Office. So I know not everybody is going to agree with this program at the end of the day, but my vote's going to be for what I feel is the best thing to bring the safest environment for our students.
School board member Dr. Colleen Conklin voted against approval.
I tried to do some research. I've just not been able to find any evidence to suggest that school shootings have been deterred by armed teachers or staff members. In fact, there's been incidences where armed teachers and staff members have accidentally discharged weapons or used them inappropriately, putting students and other staff members at risk. The large teacher organizations are not in favor of it, don't support arming teachers or staff as a good solution. Instead, many of those organizations are advocating for comprehensive approaches that address some of the root causes of violence.
There are currently school resource deputies assigned to all 9 campuses within the district. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. Palm Coast City Council has a spirited discussion over actions by animal control.
A pit bull mix in the W section attacked another dog. Carol Brassfield is the victim dog's owner.
On the evening of June 3rd, I survived a vicious, aggressive, and unprovoked pit bull attack in the street. The pit bull knocked me down, causing me to injure my left hip, shoulder, and head. He also bit me. Also, the pit bull took the life of my beloved pet, a Chihuahua.
Councilman Ed Danko spoke about the concerns over how animal control handled the incident.
Apparently our animal control officer didn't even approach them, and you're sitting on your front doorstep covered in blood, and I know our city manager and our attorney is probably seeing the pictures.
Mayor David Alphen.
Excuse me, I'm talking. I got the microphone, David, all right? This is very emotional for me. You weren't there.
Maybe, but you don't have all the facts in front of you.
I do have all the facts because I went out there. You haven't been out there.
You have the police report in front of you?
Excuse me?
Do you have the police report in front of you?
I've seen the police report. I've got a copy on my cell phone. I want to finish up. Do not interrupt me.
Go ahead.
Please. We all get a chance to speak. Thank you. I'm very concerned that this animal control officer came to their house the day after or 2 days after and actually said, do not talk to your neighbors.
So we've certainly heard one testimony so far. I think it would behoove us to hear the rest of the facts of the information.
City Manager Denise Bevan says they're thoroughly investigating the complaints on how animal control handled the situation.
We also have another side of the story that we want to be diligent in on how our staff approaches these matters. And through conversations, our code enforcement manager, Barbara Grossman, has taken a one-on-one with some of these residents to actually get that other side of the story.
The pit bull mix was euthanized. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Rich Petchke.
It was another busy weekend for Flagler County law enforcement.
Flagler County Sheriff's Office deputies made 13 arrests over the weekend. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley says most people made the right decisions over the weekend, but then there were others who didn't.
One arrest was for a parental abduction when a woman decided to not follow a court order after she had lost parental rights in court. She abducted her child. Deputies in our real-time crime center quickly worked on this case and was able to locate her.
Then there was another notable case.
Another driver decided to flee from the Florida Highway Patrol, ultimately wrecking their vehicle at the roundabout at Old Dixie Highway and US 1. Flagler deputies assisted in the apprehension of this individual, assisting FHP.
In all, deputies handled 830 calls for service and made 172 traffic stops. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.